Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? It is Mr. Kimball here. Wanted to record the first short video for the second semester of our school year. This is for the upcoming week. Officially starts tomorrow, Tuesday, and going through Friday. I will be posting the YouTube link here whenever I'm done. So, again, I just want to remind everybody I'm doing this because it's kind of a backup plan for me. I tend to give out a lot of information, and sometimes students forget, and sometimes parents have questions of what's going on in the classroom. So, this is a way for me to communicate on the front end of a week what's going to be happening throughout the upcoming week. So, today is Monday. We do not have school today. I have been working on a little bit of my lesson plans and getting things ready for school that starts tomorrow. And I wanted to take a moment to let you know what's going to happen whenever you come back tomorrow and throughout the week. So, welcome back. I hope you had a great Christmas vacation, and I hope you are well rested and ready to get started once again. Tomorrow, since it is a welcome back type of day, I'm doing something that I haven't done for a few years. It's called a Super Sleuth, and we're going to call it Super Sleuth Tuesday. So it's an activity that when students come to the classroom, they're going to get some pieces of paper and they're going to go on an investigation. So I'm going to leave it at that. There'll be full explanation in class tomorrow. Just be ready to be talking to all of your peers and investigating some things. Map testing is going to be this week. As many of you know, we had some weather issues that kind of prevented us from doing the map testing during final exam week after at the end of first semester. So we are moving our map testing to this week. That is officially going to be Thursday and Friday. We have an alternate schedule on those 2 days. So Thursday, we're going to meet with hours 1, 2, 3, and 4. And Friday, we'll meet hours 5 through 8. That will affect many of the classes. Well, every class, because you're only going to meet one of those 2 days. So just be ready for that. It is a little bit of a different week, but we do have some other things that we're going to be doing this week. So on Wednesday, all of my classes will be taking a pretest for their new No Red Ink skills. So be prepared for that. That'll take pretty much the whole hour. That is the unit test, pretty much for the whole semester. So it's one of those big tests. We need the starting numbers. We need the data points. So do your best, but by no means do we expect perfection with that. It will not go into the grade book, but it will go into the documentation that I have to turn into administration at the end of the semester. So again, everyone needs to take that and everyone needs to do their best, but the ultimate goal is to improve throughout the semester, and there will be a post-test during final exam week in a few months. Literature, English 4, you're going to be reading the novel Kite Runner. Many of you have probably already heard about that. I've had students in the past who absolutely loved it. It is definitely an emotional roller coaster, so be ready for that. English 4 Applied, you're going to be reading a novel called Catcher in the Rye that's been around for a long, long time. It is, I think it's a very relevant and very good book as we follow the main character. His name is Holden and some of the experiences he goes through. And for English 1 Honors, you're going to be reading To Kill a Mockingbird. So if you haven't heard of that book, you've probably been living under a rock for your entire life, and it's time to remove that rock and let you experience that for yourselves. Writing, all classes are going to be writing some form of an argumentative paper. There are some variations because of the nature of the content of what you're reading. The papers are going to be a little slanted differently, but ultimately you are going to be writing an argumentative paper at the end of this process. Okay, so the other material that I want to go through with everyone, including parents. Number one, I am going to keep up my daily curriculum for semester 2. I kind of created a different document. I got rid of first semester's material and created another document that is only going to deal with semester 2. For the most part, I kept current with first semester. There were some times when I had to go back and play catch up and fill that out. But on the front end, as I'm doing my organization, I am working on getting that as clean as possible, and I'll stay current with that throughout the entire semester. But just like first semester, it's up for change based on the speed and details of what goes on in the classroom. So don't think that it's set in stone as far as the future work, but I'll do my best to make sure that the current week is as clean and as current as possible. Okay. For those of you who ever need to get a hold of me, I do have my email address. We do have a Remind messaging system and also the Skyward messaging system that I use quite frequently. You actually receive the video link and the copy of this documentation through Skyward messaging system that goes through your email. I did update all of the Remind pages. Okay. So a lot of the codes to get in are different now. So if you know what hour you are in, for those of you who are parents, what hour your child has me as their teacher, by all means, you are welcome to add that Remind messaging system to your phones so that you know exactly what's going on. I like Remind better than the previous one because it is primarily one-way communication. I can send out messages to the entire group, and that if anybody wants to send me a message, it comes to me as an individual. It does not, go to the whole group. So not everybody's phone is blowing up for information that they really don't need to have. So if you do have individual questions, that is one of the best ways to get a hold of me. That goes straight to my cell phone, but it only goes to my phone. It doesn't go to the whole group. Okay. So I do like that as an advantage. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. So this upcoming week, we are going to get started right away. A little bit of a fun activity as we start tomorrow, but on Wednesday through the rest of the week, we will get started on our literary material. And the semester is going to start, and we do have lots of breaks throughout this semester. So we want to make sure that we start as strong as possible so that we can get a lot of our intense material out of the way as early as possible. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will talk to you tomorrow. Talk to you later.